We back with another episode of Motivational Mondays. First and foremost, thank y'all for all the support. You know what I'm saying? We started something big right now. This series is going to take off. Continue to subscribe, continue to like, continue to share. Once again, it's open to all entrepreneurs, creatives, no matter what, man. There's no limits, man. We just motivate each other. My next guest that I got coming out, man, is a good friend, my homeboy, Robert Timmons, man. A little bit of backstory about this, man. It's called Motivational Monday. The whole focus of the show is just be a faucet to help somebody else get to their next level, man. We need you. We brought you on here, man, to discuss a little bit of your journey, man. I know you've been knowing you about 5-6 years now, man. And I know you went through a lot of different trials and tribulations to get where you are now, man. So this is your time to talk a little bit about yourself, man, and tell them a little bit about your journey and whatnot, bro.
Yeah, background's in chemistry, concentration in biochem. Played ball, sports, wrestled, all that stuff. Then joined the military, in which I became a chemical officer in the military as well.
Okay.
I worked for the CDC, and then actually once I graduated, I was going for. Actually, was already accepted in the program at South University for anesthesiologist assistant. One of my mentors then talked to me about real estate.
Okay.
Because real estate was always something I knew I wanted to get involved in just because I knew it's part of the key tool that created the most millionaires in the world. So, of course,
It's like the fast track to being a millionaire.
I wouldn't say a fast track, but it's definitely one of the vital, criteria that they go by. As far as real estate plays a role in just wealth building overall. And so, so my mentor, after having a couple conversations with him and I started working with real estate, he convinced me just on paper, number-wise and everything, that just for my goals and what I was trying to accomplish long-term, that was going to get me there faster versus going to school and becoming and although that's something I wanted to do, my end goal was more important than that at the time. So, and that played a role in, being able to have the discipline, the mindset to, you might have to change up, switch up real quick list and do something different than what you had, intended to do.
God had a different plan for you, man.
Because it ain't too many people you can tell me that I just not go to a program and not go to school and just start doing real estate.
That's true. That's true. So I want to get a little bit of like your childhood, man. Just like talk a little bit about your mind state, like what your plan was growing up to get to where you are right now, man. Is you see yourself being a relative growing up? Is it sports, football? I think any black kid growing up is let me play ball or something, man. Get my mama house.
So growing up, I grew up on the south side of Clayton County. And I kind of had like two homes between Clayton County and then Columbus, Georgia. A lot of involvement or surroundings with like, hood type environments, et cetera, et cetera. So, but going to school, like I said, it was about ball. I played ball, football, baseball, and I wrestled, but I literally played it year round all the time. So, of course, the prediction was I was going to go play ball. I was going to go try to get to the NFL, et cetera, et cetera. Typical hood kid story, whatever. I'm not saying I was a hood kid, but
you was around the environment.
And so that was the case. Of course, from there to college, the route kind of changed. And then I went to Georgia Southern. I was supposed to play there, but that's a whole nother story. So then I ended up doing semi-pro. But at the same time, that's when I decided to get my degree in chemistry because I knew I wanted to be an anesthesiologist. And so I was doing like the whole pre-med route, et cetera, et cetera. I joined the military, joined the ROTC program, and just doing organization. So I was busy doing stuff year round. And really what made me more disciplined was the military. It kind of took my mindset from, I guess I kind of skipped a lot of stuff or got over a lot of stuff people was doing now or then because I was just more disciplined due to the military. Plus, I already did it growing up. I started a lot of things at an early age, and so it kind of helped me as far as maturity and skipping that curve. And so, for the most part, I'll say that sums up the childhood part and just changed my mentality. I will definitely credit military towards the discipline.
Was there any type of like stuff that happened to you that you had no control over in your life that before you hit that military that was just like, you know what, this is where I need to go? Like any objections, any like type of...
Not so. I guess because I always kind of been, and I guess I call it a blessing because I always kind of had that mindset like I'm gonna go get it regardless. I'm not one of those that like to dwell in situations or even complain about it. Like shit happens, life happens. You can stay where you are, or you gonna do something about it.
That's one thing I can't say about you, man. Just for the time I've known you, like you've always been somebody just shit's gonna happen, and it's just I'm not gonna let that dictate how I view my life. And you think that was the military that brought up on that? Was that something you had before you hit the military? What was it like during that transition? Like,
I would say it's something I had before the military, but I also say the military is what helped me acknowledge that I had.
Okay.
Because I mean, that's why I say it's a blessing. Because I just had that mindset and didn't even realize I was moving like that. The military helped me to see stuff different, see stuff more clear, and be more disciplined, be able to make those decisions. Say, okay, I don't need to do that, or I do need to do this, or this happened. Also, my faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe everything happens for a reason. I was supposed to get to ultimate goal.
Amen.
And so it's like, I don't know. It's like when something happens, it's like, it happened for a reason. It's a lesson to be learned.
True.
You take that lesson and you keep going.
True. So let's get a little bit into this real estate, man. You started 3 years ago. I remember it's been like three.
This is my fourth. I'm in my fourth year.
Congratulations, man. I remember you was starting about that, man. Like, before starting in real estate, man, how did you see that, man? Because I know you really start. It's 100% commission. You start from the ground up, so you got to be a self-starter. You got to motivate yourself to get going, man. You got to be out there. I know probably that military discipline aspect of it helped you a little bit, at least staying on top of things and being structured. So, but what was your mindset going there early on in the real estate, man? And how do you feel like it's benefited you now?
So going in, or let's just say starting out, my mindset when I first went in, honestly, it was something I knew. At that point, it's supposed to be just part of my whole plan, like the military, whatever I was doing with my degree, chemistry, whatever, and real estate, and then other stuff, adding the whole portfolio. So as I continue to just go through that path of entrepreneurship and meet my mentors and have conversations with them, I don't know, somebody just helped me see things differently as far as being realistic. Even just the principle of going to school, like, I mean, military paid for my whole undergrad. I had to pay for that.
Yeah,
but
that's a blessing.
Yeah. The grad school part was like, okay, I can go be in, which I had already did my shadowing, so I know this is something I thoroughly enjoy at this point. But I can go to school for another 2 to 3 years or whatnot. They come out making on average, right out of college, right out of school, maybe like 100,000, a little more, a little less, depending on what job you get. Okay. And of course, over time, I had a conversation with one of the guys at the hospital. He was about to retire 20 years. He was only making like, not to say only, but he was only making like 300,000.
Okay.
So and that's 20 years of time.
Dang.
And so when you break down, if you do real estate the right way, it's people making that in 1 year. If you make that plus more in 1 year,
what, they sell like 50 houses each month?
it could be that, or it just depends on price point too.
Oh, okay.
Because you look on average, you sell something for $350. That's like 10 grand.
So you're a millionaire in 2 years, then a year.
You can be, depending on how well you are. I mean, and it's not as easy as it sounds. By far, of all my accomplishments, real estate has been the hardest thing I've done, and that's crazy when I say it because. What made me really stick with it because everybody around me, my mentors, they all successful real estate agents, telling me like I have a natural drive or not. I just adapted to it and picked it up so easily. Okay. And so like I had to deal within my first 2 weeks, but when life started to hit and it get real, like you go through a phase where it's like, bro, I don't know where the next check gonna come. I don't know when I'm eating again. You feel me? Yeah. But real estate, I mean, I got a drive. Like I said. It don't matter how serious or how tough it is, I'm gonna get through. Yeah, I got a chemistry degree. Coming out of high school, I hated chemistry. Nobody thought I would have a chemistry degree.
That's crazy.
And so it's like, and it wasn't the principle of just getting. It's like nothing else challenged me. I love challenges. So it's like, damn, this is supposed to be the hardest degree. Let's do it. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. And along with that, I did that while being in the military, ROTC, playing semi-pro in an organization. And I still turned up and had a social life. So
yeah. Just balancing that social life to reality. Yeah. Your 9 to 5 is alone. A lot of people can't handle that. Man.
Exactly. And it's about discipline and mindset. Yep. That's what it boils down to.
Yep. And having that circle of friends, man.
Exactly. And they say, you are the people that you keep around you, and either you can elevate them, or y'all gotta elevate each other. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta be able to structure that and have, even if you got different groups of friends, realize, okay, we're on this page. We're on this page, this.
It's like knowing when to hang out with them. I'm going out to the club. These are the circle of friends that I have around me. I'm actually trying to apply myself and put some business together. These are the people that I'm going to talk to and associate myself with.
Facts. And if they, even if, like I said, y'all may not be on the same page. I know people that go through the process of, okay, they used to me being like this, now you trying to get like this. If they really your friend and rock with you, they can respect you regardless for trying to be better. You feel me? Yeah. And so you just got to keep pushing.
Any challenges that you feel that you face coming like now, being removed from college and actually living in Atlanta, is just everything that you have that you own is yours. When it comes to like challenges that you see, that you probably could talk to somebody else and let them know like it's not as big as you think it is.
In regards to what?
Just to handling the finances, applying yourself to like understanding a career path, as well as balancing the relationships of the friends, as well as with your work life.
Oh, that shit hard. Real talk. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
You got to think. You go from, so I haven't worked a 9 to 5. I graduated in 2014. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 since 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
So
Man.
you go from
You're 100% everywhere.
yeah, like you go from having like when you working 9 to 5, you don't have to worry about your books, your checks. You know your checks coming every day. You have a schedule already, in which a 9 to 5 that's the majority of the time of the day, right? And so a lot of shit is already handled in order for you. You already probably got plans as far as insurance and all type of stuff. When you're an entrepreneur and you're doing something like real estate where everything is 100% commission, it's all or nothing. And that's just what it is. I mean, it's almost like sports. When as an athlete, you gotta especially like football, any sport, to get to that level of being in the NFL. I don't think people realize how hard it is to get there.
To push yourself.
These people, the individuals I know, person that has done it or that is doing it now, they eat, sleep, and breathe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that discipline, that drive to get to that point. But even like I said, an entrepreneur, it's not easy. A lot of people think real estate is a get rich quick, and I tell people it's not. I mean, of all my challenges and accomplishment, it has by far been the hardest thing, and I love it because it's been the most challenging thing.
Yeah.
Also, there's no limit to it. There's no ceiling.
There's no cap.
I can make as much as I want. It's all about how much I'm willing to put in, and it's gonna test you and test your own drive and how much you really care, or how much discipline you have to do what you got to do.
Who do you listen to? Like, what kind of stuff do you listen to?
I listen to like Grant Cardone. So reading wise, I got a whole nice little book collection, and all of it is just like self-help. I never been one of those. Honestly, what's crazy is I can't tell you from middle school, high school, college, one book that I read all the way through.
Facts.
But as soon as I got out of college and got into entrepreneurship, I've read books. And I think it's just about finding stuff that relates to you. So all of my books are like self-help or motivational. And the first books I even started, my mentor put me on was like The Habits of Millionaires. And that's my goal, you feel me? And so I literally, from that point, I tailored my schedule towards that. I get up at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, hit the gym, and then I try to make sure I'm at the office or at least in front of my computer by 07:45. And then I go from there, I do what's called lead generation from 08 to 12. And then from 12 throughout the day, I handle like appointments, anything extra. And granted, I may have appointments in the morning too, so I schedule those in. But as far as the key is time blocking. So on my calendar, you're gonna see from this time I'm doing this, from this time I'm doing this. Now if I gotta insert an appointment or something, then I'll just do that.
Dive in a little bit of the company aspect of that, what you're trying to do with your real estate.
Oh yeah, no. So Pivotal Real Estate Group, that's my brand, my company. I'm partnered. My brokerage is Keller Williams, Peachtree Road.
Okay.
And so, but Pivotal Real Estate Group is my group, my team, my brand. I did start as the RN Realtor, and I still kind of throw that in there somewhere, but I had some legal issues with that business. So I had to switch it up. And it's crazy how stuff worked because time frame wise, I didn't expect to be here until next year. But me having to do that, and when I me having to do that issue that happened with the first business name I made me make that happen sooner. And it's like, initially like, damn, I gotta change my name. It was booming too. Like people, like the R Realtor, it worked. Yeah. And so then I had to change, and it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of worked out. It pushed a lot. It made everything happen sooner for me. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's why I say too. You just gotta take the good and bad and realize that everything happened for a reason.
I was gonna say it's all about how you respond to it, man.
Because it could very well be a decision that's gonna make a great impact on your life moving forward.
Yeah.
So the Pivotal Real Estate Group, I just started it officially when I had to change the name. It was last year, August, I think it was. And so come August this year, or it might have been July, I'm sure. So July this year or August will make 1 year officially. So my goal and my plan is to create and build my team here, make it, a well-known name in Atlanta, and then expand out to different states and cities and basically rebuild the same.
But you just starting from ground up in Texas or Florida? So
but it's key because I'll be able to use platforms of realtors or like the KW platform, Keller Williams being the #1 brokers in the world and the nation. Go to whatever state, reach out to somebody and just kind of get familiar. So that's where leverage come in, where money come in too, because my plan, I was thinking, okay, I would stay here or I would move personally to these different places and do it. If I have the funds and everything I need, I can easily just go visit, find somebody that I feel is capable and let them do it. And pay them to do it. You get what I'm saying? And that's leveraging my time versus me trying to recreate what I already did somewhere else when I could just have an operations manual, find a person, give it to them, make it happen. It's kind of the same thing in the military when you have...
It's accountability.
Yeah, accountability and support. Is you give somebody a task, that's what true leadership is. You give them the opportunity. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to show you the basics, but everybody does things different, more than one way to skin a cat. And so therefore, as long as you get the job done with the results that I want, and it works, we're good to go.
Yeah.
And so,
cool, man. Well, I appreciate you having you here, man. I want to give you this time to just plug yourself, man. So, shout out to anybody, you know what I'm saying, need a house. I know I'm going to need one soon still. We still talking. But it's just for you, man. Like I said, once again, thanks for coming through, bro. I appreciate you having you here, man. Go ahead. This is you right here, bro.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, Robert Timmons, Keller Williams Feature Road, Pivot Real Estate Group. I'm here for anyone that have any real estate needs, or any questions, whether you want to start a career, purchase, rent, sell, invest, full circle. We're a full service real estate team. I have vendors for literally everything you need real estate wise. I service all of Metro Atlanta from north, south, east, and west. There's nothing we can get done. Not anything we can't get done. And like I said, we can't find answers for it. We don't have the answers, we'll find it for you. It's about you as an individual. It's not about the deal or the money. It's about making sure we accomplish your goal as a homeowner or whatever real estate goals you may have.
Pivot Real Estate Group. You hear it right there, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh, yeah,